on, Knock Nation? Happy Friday. Welcome to another great day. It is a great day to choose joy, a great day to hang out with my friend, Zach Humphries. What's going
What
on,
is up, man?
muchacho?
What is happening, man? Thanks for having me, man. Happy
Man,
Friday.
it is an honor. Happy Friday. It's an honor to be with you. I'm excited, and the people are excited to have you with us today, and it's going to be a great day. Appreciate you being with us.
Definitely, man. Definitely. It's been a great start to 2023, man. I know a lot of people are excited about a great start and getting ready for that next bull run, man.
Exciting times ahead. We're going to get into crypto. We're going to get into what you're excited about. But before we get into all of that, I got to know, where did your journey start? What in the world were you doing before you were creating content and doing crypto?
Yeah, man. So I really got interested in crypto late 2019, but didn't start investing until early 2020. But before then, I was a sports broadcaster for about 7 years, radio, TV. So I was at a couple different colleges. I was in Chicago for a little bit, did some stuff with ESPN for a little bit. It was awesome, man. So I've always been in broadcasting, love sports, still do. And all while doing that, I was going to school to become a professor. And I did that for like 3 or 4 years, taught sports broadcasting, taught marketing, business, things like that. So, yeah, worked in the real world, I guess you could say, for about 4 years. And because I was in school for like 10 years. So it's way too long. But during that time, I started a couple small businesses, 3 different small businesses. They all failed, but I learned so much, from those failures. And found YouTube, man, and made one Shiba Inu video. I remember, man, it was like early May, and I was looking for the next Dogecoin because I was a little bit late to Doge. And at that time, I was like 3 months in on YouTube, and I was creating content on like, favorite books and kind of like bettering yourself and this kind of stuff. Nobody was watching my stuff. I had like 40 subscribers. I put one Shiba Inu video out there, went to bed. It was like at 10 o'clock at night, right? Woke up, and there was like 3,500 views on that video and like 500 new subs, and had that little conversation with myself in the mirror the next morning. Like, this is it. This is your opportunity. Take it and run with it. And yeah, man, the rest is history. And then just, doing the thing every day and meeting great people in the space. And yeah, man, it's been an unbelievable ride. So.
That's awesome. In another life, I'll tell you this, Stephen A. Smith is a hero to me. And in another life, man, I think I would have considered sports broadcasting. That's crazy. So you were doing primarily radio, anything over the internet?
No, well, we did a couple web streams too, like early on. But yeah, most of it was like radio, TV. So when I was back in Youngstown, Ohio, my hometown, I was doing all the traveling radio stuff with the basketball teams, and then at home, I was doing all the TV stuff at home. But speaking of Stephen A., I actually met him once. He did a big talk at a previous university that I was working at. So I went there and I met him, shook his hand. What an unbelievable guy. Guy's like 6'4", by the way, too, which is kind of crazy.
I've heard that. Yeah, it's kind of like surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. It was a blast, man. The traveling all around and just meeting the players and so I did a lot of like profiling too, like spotlight stuff for like websites and stuff, and kind of talked about where they came from, their hometowns and stuff. But yeah, man, I always loved broadcasting.
I had myself muted. What's your favorite sport? Is it college? Is it professional? Is it football? Is it basketball? What are you thinking?
Probably hoops, NBA.
Let's go. My guy.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
All right, who's your team? Who's your squad? We're gonna talk sports.
I got the Cavs, man. I'm from Ohio, so I grew up a half hour from LeBron. So I actually watched LeBron play in high school. He went to Akron, St. V's. I went to Ursuline. We were also the Irish, but we were 30 minutes away. They actually played our school before I got there, and it was crazy in high school. LeBron like would sell out everywhere. So I think by the time he was like a junior, they couldn't even play any games in like the high school arenas. So they actually played at like Cleveland State and Youngstown State, where like these arenas could actually hold, 10, 12,000 people because everybody wanted to watch them play, man. So I'm a huge LeBron guy. That's my guy coming from the hometown. So, and love the Cavs, and they got a nice little young core right now working. And then, Donovan Mitchell was a great pickup. So
we're going to talk about the Cavs and LeBron in just 1 second. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone in the comments here on YouTube. Mr. Cryptocurrency, appreciate you from the Next Generation Network community. Appreciate your love and your support, and I love all of you in the comments. Thank you for sharing this YouTube video. Thank you for retweeting on Twitter. Mr. Humphries, who's the GOAT, LeBron or MJ?
All right, so I'm going to say LeBron's the most complete player of all time.
Okay.
And here's why. Here's why.
Okay.
I think LeBron's best attribute is his passing and
Fact.
his just court vision, but yet he's still the all-time leading scorer, which is kind of crazy, right? So, and then, I mean, he's going to be in the top in assist as well. I mean, not to mention the chase down block that he signature. I mean, he does it all, right? But MJ was, I think, feared by many. It's hard to make these comparisons across generations though, too, right? Like, you know, people say, well, LeBron, I don't know if he'd have been able to play in the 90s. I'm like, I think so. He's pretty physical. I mean, the guy's like, what, 6'8", 250. So, you know, it's hard to make those comparisons. I think MJ had that, you know, killer mentality similar to Kobe, right? And I think LeBron, especially early on, wasn't a great shooter, but he still impacted the game in a multitude of ways. And now he's become a really good shooter. So I got to go with my guy LeBron as the most complete player, but you know, the best scorer, I'm going to go MJ.
The greatest of all time. Which one? Who's it going to be?
I'm going LeBron.
You
I'm
make
going
me
LeBron.
sick. Listen, man, you were born in Ohio. I was born in Chicago in 92, the year of our Lord. So it's going to be Michael Jordan for me. But I got objective facts. Okay, I'm going to give you credit. LeBron has a more complete game. Cannot deny it. LeBron has also evolved with the game. I'm going to give him credit for that. But my man Michael has 10 scoring titles. My man Michael was a defensive player of the year. LeBron, I'm going to need that same energy on defense. Now, I know he's old. I get it. In his prime, he was a killer. But I'm talking about consistency over a period of time. And my man never saw a game 7. My man never saw a game 7. He shut it down in 6.
That's
so
true.
I'm going to have to go with MJ. But, hey, I love talking sports. I love really talking about the NBA, honestly. The Cavs look good. I cannot deny it. You look better than my Mavs, but only on defense. We got y'all on offense right now.
Yeah, Kyrie's a nice pickup. Yeah, I love Kyrie. Man, that was a great tandem when Kyrie and LeBron were together too. I miss those days. That was nice. That was nice.
The future is bright for the Cavs. All right, let's get into content creation. You made your first video. You started taking off. What are your thoughts about content creation in general? Maybe for those that are in crypto, and I've got an audience that's well outside of crypto as well. You know, to someone maybe who's thinking about content creation, what are some things to consider?
Yeah, I think, you know, now that I'm on YouTube and I do it every day, it's my full-time gig. I look at everybody and say, you could be a content creator. I truly believe that, right? It's like everybody has a passion, whether it's crypto or something else, right? Whether it's talking about sports or, you know, playing poker and streaming yourself. I mean, you could do anything when it comes to content creation. And I think we're seeing a big revolution from, you don't have to work at these big networks anymore to have a voice, right? You don't need to be hired by, you know, let's say the ESPNs or the Fox Sports. You could do it on your own and you could create your own audience. And I think it's really become like a decentralization of media, right? Where like you can actually run your own business, run your own network like you're doing, Hanak. I mean, you've created your own network essentially, right? I mean, we all have. And I think that's special. And I think, you know, looking at entrepreneurship and ways to start a business in 2023 and beyond, I think look at content creation, you know, and see if it's for you. Because when you talk about something you're passionate about, whatever it is, it's going to resonate with people. And the great thing about YouTube and these other platforms, they reach the masses. It's global. You know, like when I was broadcasting, I was only reaching this regional audience. Or like when I was teaching a class, I was only teaching to 25 people in this room. Yet here we are on YouTube, we're streaming to the world, right? And that's awesome. So I think everybody should give it a look because we're all passionate about something. You could find something to create a business around just by talking about what you love. I mean, so definitely give it a look.
Love it. And if someone's looking to maybe take their first step or get started, what do you recommend that they do?
Just hit record. Just hit record. I know that advice sounds like crazy, but that first video is the hardest one to make, right? Just getting started, and know that your first video is not going to be your best video. Not a lot of people are going to watch it, but you got to keep hitting record. And over time, you start getting 5 people, 10 people, 10 people turns into 20, 20 turns into 100, 100 turns into 1,000. And all of a sudden, you know, it starts picking up steam, but just keep doing the thing every single day. And don't get so bogged down with, I don't have the right equipment, I don't have the right software, or I can't afford this, I can't afford that. Literally, all you need is this guy right here. All you need is this guy right here to get started. And I remember when I first got started, I was streaming and creating videos on a MacBook from 2014. The thing was making all kind of noise and stuff in the background, and just kept doing the thing, And I think everybody could do it, man. It's not like we figured something out that's crazy, right? Like everybody out there can do it, and give it a shot. Why not?
Absolutely. I gotta make mention of how I got started. I got started with a cracked iPhone 10 screaming in my house. And
Let's go.
making short form vertical videos with zero editing, no thumbnails, like literally just grab a phone, record for 2 minutes. And my life is different. I'm in an office here in Highland Park, in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, Dallas proper to be specific. I've got a team now and running a media business now, and that happened a year and a half ago. So I hope someone watches this and hears our stories, and I hope you're inspired and encouraged to just simply take your first step. And you just never know what's on the other side.
That studio looks sick, man. I always see
Thank
like the
you.
background from what I can tell in your videos, man. It looks sweet. So, yeah, man.
It's a blast. Okay, hey, huge shout out to my man Marcelino, but especially BeatStar. These guys are the leaders of Notion Token. Appreciate y'all and your support. Thank you for your contribution to this platform. All right, Zach, let's talk about crypto. Where do you see things going? And then also, what are you excited about? What are you passionate about? Everyone knows I'm jacked up about Apollo Crypto, the video game coming out this summer. You were actually on Apollo really early. You were one of the first people to create content around it, even before I got around. In fact, I discovered it because of you and a couple of other guys. And so, what are your thoughts about just the market in general, and then specifically what projects? What are you excited about in crypto in general to come here?
Yeah, there's so many things to be excited about, but I'm really looking at some of these new sectors, and gaming's one of them. I know Apollo's heading in that direction, and with Matt's experience and some of the people at the helm, I'm excited about Apollo. I'm excited about all the gaming tokens. WAGMI's another one I'm really excited about. I know those guys pretty well. Got to meet them in person. And I think that's something right there, Hanak. When you get to meet the people in person running the crypto projects, you have a different kind of vibe with that particular project, right? So, I know you've met Matt, and I've met the guys at WAGMI. I've met Matt too. I mean, so you really feel good about investing in crypto projects that you've met the people behind it. But gaming is one of those big sectors I love. I love Gala too. Shout out to Gala Games. AI crypto now has bursted on the scene. I think there's going to be a lot of big winners there. Big data and AI. I think the enterprise side of things, where we're really trying to bridge the gap between the Web 2 companies. Everything needs to be reimagined and redesigned for the blockchain, right? And so you're looking at what's happening here. Look what Polygon did last year in 2022 and their partnerships with Mercedes-Benz and DraftKings and Starbucks, and creating these new loyalty rewards programs for these big brands. I think that is a huge budding sector, the enterprise side. Clear Cryptos is doing that right now too. They just partnered with USFCR, the leader in federal contracts. So those three sectors in particular. But I mean, you look beyond that, community tokens. I mean, those are always hot, right? I mean, we've got SHIB, obviously. We've got Dogecoin. Don't forget about Doge. It's a sleeping giant. I think there's going to be some big things happening there with Elon and company. Whether they make it the official coin of Twitter or not, we'll see. But yeah, man. But I think with the overall market, it's been a surprising start to 2023. I think it's really shocked a lot of people. I know it shocked me. We'll see. Maybe we have one more little correction left. I was looking at some things, earlier. The Elliott wave theory, basically saying we have maybe one more drop before the bottom is in. We'll see. I always prepare for the worst, hope for the best, but always have money on the sidelines right now, because if we do get that dip, I want to make sure I can jump in there and buy it up. So yeah, man, it's an exciting time. And I think also one other thing. So when we have regulatory clarity, I think people undermine just how big this is going to be. When we have some form of regulation in place, and the money that's on the sidelines right now that will be coming in as soon as that is in place is going to be massive. Because right now, people can't even sit there with their financial advisor and talk about crypto, right? But there's a lot of millionaires and billionaires out there that have made all their wealth through business and the traditional, real estate world, that they're interested in crypto. In fact, I was just sitting with a guy not too long ago. very successful guy, and he was asking me about crypto. He's like, I want to get in, but I'm a little bit hesitant right now. Those hesitations, once they go away, look out, because there's going to be big money coming in to crypto. So
Absolutely. Yeah. $1 trillion institutions who have spent 100 years building a reputation and a brand are not interested in going down overnight or even losing $1 billion or $2 because there's no safety net. So once those regulations get put in place, make it safer for people to get in. Oh my goodness, it's going to be incredible, and I cannot wait.
facts.
Awesome. Well, Zach, you've given us so much value. I want everyone to follow you. What is your handle on Twitter? I want people to subscribe to you on YouTube, Twitter. Where are you at?
Yeah, on Twitter, it's at Z_Humphries, and then Zach Humphries Crypto over on YouTube. So, yeah, we're putting out videos every single day talking about the markets. And, yeah, come on over and join up. And let's do this thing, man. Let's win together.
Hey, if you're a part of Knock Nation, please do me a solid. Help me out. Go follow Zach on Twitter. Go subscribe on YouTube. Be a positive contribution and contributor to his community. And great things ahead for all of us in the time to come. Zach, thank you for your time today, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Have a great day.